there's a brewing manosphere war that I peeped on my YouTube subscription tab today. So basically, Aba and Preach, kind of like the watchdogs of the manosphere. You know, they were the ones who first like really took aim at Fresh and Fit and made videos denouncing them, even though they had been on the show and were cool with them and everything like that. Well, Academics had a encounter while he had his messy weekend in Miami, where basically I think it was before he got into the situation with his girl in the hallway or whatever, where the video leaked that we should definitely talk about as well. But basically, he was on Fresh and Fit podcast, and he ends up like arguing with this chick, and he's like, he's telling her that she has a manly voice,
Oh, that's on Fresh and Fit, you're saying?
Yeah, bro,
I saw that.
Sneeko is roasting her hard as fuck too. Like maybe I missed something in terms of like what she said to deserve this level of disrespect, but I did think that it seemed pretty fucking OD.
Dude, Axe said like my homeboy fucked.
But that's to a different girl.
Okay,
like, but
that's
he
a
ended up wilding out on like a whole bunch of different girls at that table.
He said that he said you had the loosest pussy he ever felt.
So Aba Preach made a video basically going in on them about it. So I would imagine that the next academic stream is going to be him reacting to it. And it's going to be interesting to see if he keeps it civil or if he decides to go Lil Baby on him, because
he's about to go crazy.
Lil Baby mentioned him on the album, and Ak has like devoted the last couple days, I guess, to just talk about Lil Baby on stream and shit. So he's like ready to go to war. And I wonder if Aba and Preach are going to earn that level of attention.
It's crazy. What's crazy about I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna go in, first of all. But as far as the rappers that Ak beefs with, they started with like, you know, local provincial rappers from different
You know what I
scenes,
would give to get
regional guys.
dissed by Lil Baby on his album?
Twice.
But
Put
then-
me in a bar.
but
Come
think
on,
about
man.
this.
Twice.
I don't get dissed on
Then he
these songs.
graduated.
You got this before.
Then he
But not like that.
Then he graduated to national acts like Freddie Gibbs, but who are still like not quite mainstream, but
No,
they get
the-
nominated for Grammys.
The
and
Shy
then,
Glizzy one where he said this, I know every DJ but this pussy academics. That was when I was like, oh, fuck, rappers are going to mention YouTubers in song. I never
Yeah.
thought of this before.
yeah, but then now you're beefing with arguably one of the three biggest rappers in the
yeah.
game, most relevant rappers in the game. Like, it's kind of wild, bro.
You got to appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to have had a Lil Baby bar. If Nicki Minaj or anyone wants to diss me, that would be
The
great.
fact Lil Baby said his son put him on game.
You ain't a
About some
shooter.
shit
You
with
got a
academics.
22. Adam. What if she said that?
That's what I'm saying.
hard, though.
Rich homie Quan put me in a bar the other day.
Okay.
I can't remember what he said, but something about I'm 22.
Did you see the Rich Homie Quan Vlad interview recently?
I didn't really watch the clips.
He's hella fucking likable. I was like, damn.
When
like,
he said that he got the instead of getting a 19K, he got 400 a day.
Yeah.
I mean 400 a week.
yeah.
Do you think now that Thug seems like he's probably gonna be gone for a while, that it's like the public are gonna be ready to accept Rich Homie
There's a
Quan
window.
again?
There's a window for him as long as he has the right record. But
Anybody can do anything if they come with the right record.
I just don't like how I just can't really get jiggy with Rich Homie Quan has already admitted that he snitched, bragged about it in a
Did he?
record. Yes.
Is this was this discussed on any of his interviews in recent memory?
No, it wasn't. But he was definitely frowned upon, particularly in the Atlanta scene for a long time. He had a
You
even
think
on that.
that's why him and Thug fell out? Has that been expressed publicly?
That might be part of it. I don't like. I know that there's a lot of reasons. Why.
I will say though that the Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug thing, when they fell out, it was kind of reminiscent of like the T.I. and Lil Flip situation, where it's like T.I. was the more popular rapper, and somehow him beefing with Lil Flip just like to so many fans, it felt like they just immediately bought into the narrative of Lil Flip not being cool anymore. And I kind of feel like with Young Thug, his star was shining so bright that somehow him embracing Rich Homie was that important. And then as soon as he distanced himself, it like affected the fans.
Usually the
mentally.
aggressor, usually the person that's the most aggressive, they rock with. Because even with the 50 and Ja Rule situation, like, and they had them Fed cases. Now we know it, but at the time it was like, damn, 50 coming at them.
Like,
crazy.
Ja literally couldn't respond.
I smell pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he coming at them crazy, and then usually people they moved more to that side because Young Thug was really on. You know what I'm saying? He was popping it. So yeah, usually the aggressor people go to in hip hop.
People forget though, before Rich Gang started, Rich Homie Quan was a way more successful artist
He was booming.
than Young Thug. He was, even though we all knew, like the hipster community at large, or just the people that are obsessed with cutting edge rap music, we knew that Young Thug was up next, and we had loved him for a couple years.
To be fair, I'm not sure of what external factors affected it, but you never heard a Rich Homie Quan record after that. After the Rich Gang
There was
era,
that one that where he admits to snitching in that song.
I gotta look at
Wait, what did he
I gotta do
say?
my
He
research.
He said like something about a caught a case, and I was singing like whoa, whoa, whoa.
1090 Lush over here.
He had like some bars saying that.
Let's
He
get
talks
some.
about it in the
I need a
interview?
1090 Lush Photoshop in the Reddit.
You rocking with me, so I'm rocking with y'all.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.